no intro, parts in the mail. Right, like before, I cut everything open ahead of time. So first one's gonna be our SAI block-off plate. Right, this little billet piece goes on the head, gets rid of the combi valve. Right, this one I'm hoping everything is still in here because the package is kind of open already. Looks like they didn't do that good of a job transporting it. But what it should be some exhaust studs. They're definitely the wrong fucking size. Or are they? Hard to tell. Those look a little large though. Anywho, that's that. This kind of could feel what this is. This should be our Clutch Masters steel braided clutch line for Mk4s, right? So no more bursted pipes. Looks like really good material, really good quality. And the big box, not sure what's in here. This is okay. This is our 2.0 coil adapter kit. So it comes with the harness. All right, the harness adapter kit. And I think these should be our red tops, which they are. Looks good, but we're nowhere close to this anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's something extra here. That's another one. So what's this extra box for? That's number 3. Okay, I just can't count. Yeah, so that's all 4 of them. And came with new risers, but I kind of like the integrated engineering ones because it kind of makes a little contrast to the wrinkle black valve cover. So we're not going to use these. I'll just park these up someplace else for, I don't know, another build maybe. And new truck. You know what I mean? Auto start, 5.3 liter. I think this is a Gen 6. You know, rust free. I don't even like this color though. This is like an old man color. I'm thinking of wrapping it. You know, looks alright. I think I got it locked right now. Oh, it's open. That's another thing I didn't like. This shit got the cloth, but you know, tight. Just arrived in the mail. I was making a video for Q. So, new billet aluminum injector cups. They're gonna sit in that manifold, give a nice contrast. And they're way better than the plastic ones. More parts in the mail. Didn't even mean to bring him down here to the driveway. He just keeps hopping the fence. You know, so I gotta figure out how to make it like strategic pit bull proof. This is not even really all pit bulls. The bigger ones are kind of lazy, but these terriers are just on a mission. You know, just to do something. It's a lot of work. Okay, so I, cut this all out. Didn't want to struggle on camera with that, but I think I know what this is already. And it should be our coil pack cover or shield. It actually looks like a pretty nice piece. Could be nicer. It's gonna clean it up some, but looks like he's gonna do something neat with this. Mirror finish, damn near. All right. And then in this box, we're going to have more pretty finishing kind of pieces that, just make everything pop. This is pretty common. The R8 oil filler cap, it's like aluminum and shiny, and but we're kind of going with like I guess like aluminum and black, two-tone sort of theme so far. So I thought this was pretty good, and because it was somewhat of a deal, we also have the coolant reservoir one as well. Again, nothing real special. This is pretty common. I've seen these on a lot of builds. So I'm gonna put these with the rest of the parts that I got in the middle of the week, so to speak, and then I guess tonight's video should be, I don't know, I guess more assembly and cleaning and just looking good stuff. We'll see where we get to. Ain't no outro. Ain't no intro. I've been extremely busy, and it's just been hard to get to everything. I got a lot going on right now. But back to the car. Got my little adapter fittings and everything for the oil filter housing. I was just about to slam the sandwich on, but dinner's ready, and my missus is like, come inside, come eat. Well, we got our oil filler cap, the R8. Nothing really impressive. It's kind of been seen and done over and over and over. Our billet cap adapter or injector cups. So these apparently are for large port, and I ordered small port because it was small port, car or whatever, but we're gonna have to return them and get the right size because the thread is just a little too big. There's two different sizes. Not that big of an issue. I know I should have some that I ordered from my car, which is large port, laying around. I'm gonna tear this place all up again to try and find it. In the meantime, we got more gaskets in the mail. Some of the stuff I kind of went over already, right? There's our valve cover gasket. We have our cover shield. It's in another video, right? But I was also able to find one of these for the coil packs. It's just like another protector thing. Not much to show. We're kind of backed up on parts right now because we had like a week break. I'm not responsible for that, but there's been a week break in as far as parts going, coming in and things of that nature. I was able to power wash this to kind of get it where it needs to be, and then also the oil pan, but as you can see, it's a little crusty. So I'm gonna be taking that apart and also painting that very shortly. And then in the turbo, we have a few more things to do before we can actually start doing like some real assembly. Just waiting on parts. So I'm gonna get back at it tomorrow morning. Went through a lot of nonsense this week. We're getting a new driveway. Got a new well pump. I officially work for Toyota as of not this Monday, tomorrow, or 2 days from now, but 2 Mondays from now. So I also have to travel up to like New Hampshire, Rhode Island, that kind of area to get gravel, another mechanic box, and a whole nother set of tools. And it's just about to get way busier. So I'm trying to knock everything out as soon as possible. But like I said, the reduction or lack of parts, not really my fault. But I got some stuff in the mail as they come in. I just take videos of it and, and go from there. But I think by tomorrow morning, I should have this thing on. It pretty much just sits right here, and then the oil filter is right after it. And then I'm going to throw it on the cherry picker because I can't get this off and on without this, this in the way. So from there, I guess we're just gonna be doing more prep and paint until I get more parts. Ain't no outro.